the Ravens. With that, let's get you on up to Baltimore as we welcome in our commentary team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. And we say hi again, everybody. Brandon Gaudin here as we count down to kickoff. I turn to my partner, that's Charles Davis. And Charles, Larry pointed out in the open, we've got a pretty good matchup of wide receivers here this afternoon, don't we?
And those guys have such a big impact on the game nowadays. We know it's a throwing game, but the guys who can go up and get it, the guys who can break tackles after the catch and make bigger plays, oh yeah, they love spotlight as well. They want the football, they want the attention.
Cody Parkey now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So the attention shifts to the Baltimore Ravens on offense, getting the win over Pittsburgh to improve to 4-4 last week. And Joe Flacco threw for 241, a touchdown and an interception, Charles.
And I know that they're trying to get back to playing what they call Ravens football on offense. They really want to run the ball. But I think they're having their best success when Joe Flacco's throwing it downfield. And he has really bounced back from the knee injury of last year and taken firm control of this team in 2016.
And Charles, how about this? Last 10 Ravens games decided by one possession.
So that means it's really good to have a quarterback like Joe Flacco that's won a Super Bowl and won a lot of big, close games.
Now a carry here for Terrence West. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, or if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude it? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First and 10 here for Flacco. Catch left side here by Aiken. Give them 18 on that one. And the Ravens are going to have a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Carl Nassib, the rookie from Penn State, in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. Third and long for Joe Flacco. Surveying the field. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up fourth down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by a guy who only became a starter relatively late in his career. It's the well-traveled veteran, Josh McCown. Josh McCown comes from a family of quarterbacks. 3 have started in college, and 2 have started games in the NFL. First and 10. Here's McCown. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it's good enough for a Cleveland first down. That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. Now the third-year man from Alabama State, Isaiah Crowell. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Crowell, Charles, he started off the season pretty hot. First 4 games, couple 100-yard affairs, but last week didn't really get in the mix. And I think a big reason why there's been a drop-off is that Cleveland's been behind in most of the games they've played, and it's really blunted their ability to run the football and control things. In fact, when you talk with their head coach, Hugh Jackson, he wants to give the ball more to Isaiah Crowell, but playing from behind makes it difficult to do. So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Again, it's Crowell. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From midfield, here's McCown. He's got, and the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Holding offense.
After the penalty, it's Crowell. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to lead to a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
Deep drop, and they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep is Devin Hester. Here's Hester, spinning past him. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Baltimore Ravens, they make their way back out for the next offensive series. And at 4-4 now after the win over Pittsburgh, they're atop the AFC North.
Nothing's different in the AFC North in terms of how tight the race is, except for record. Because we're used to the AFC North being one of the better divisions in football. 4-4 is leading it, and that's Baltimore. They hold the tiebreaker over Pittsburgh. Cincinnati's just a half game out at 3-4-1. Typically, 3 teams in that division are competing hard for a playoff spot.
They begin here with a run by Wentz. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The Steelers had West bottled up week 9, 15 carries, 21 yards, and he's really been hot or cold. They haven't been able to get him going week to week. And you do hear people call for more of Kenneth Dixon, the rookie out of Louisiana Tech, but he struggled running the ball against Pittsburgh as well. The Ravens' offensive scheme, a run-first team, they're not able to get that done right now. Flacco here on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kamar Aiken, 65 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner. But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there. Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's something like there may be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The starters for the...
I love how he emerged in 2015. We had a scouting report on him that said he was a good blocker, dependable receiver, but no stardom at all. Had a 1,000-yard season in 2015. No longer do we have those shackles on him at all. Gary Barnidge can play.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Throwing now is McCown. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return, Hester. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They start on the ground with West. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In this offense, they look towards Steve Smith a lot.
It's a good idea because if you don't, you're going to hear about it. No one plays the wide receiver position angrier or better than Steve Smith Sr.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Second down, Flacco now. Wide open receiver complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Ten-yard penalty there on first down, so now 1st and 20. the gun. Flacco. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. On the return, the old reliable Devin Hester, the veteran. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The drive begins with a handoff to West. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
Move 45. Move 45. On second down, Flacco to throw. He's got time. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
If your day involves blocking Danny Shelton, you better pack lunch and dinner. It's an all-day job.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Christian Kirksey in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
So on fourth down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And a look at the defense now. McCown to throw on second down. This is complete to Hawkins. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion. Third and 1, McCown wants to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The tight end, Gary Barnidge, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a 4th down.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Three yards to go here on second down. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Kamar Aiken, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. Setting up the screen for West. And he's got to first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing here on 1st down. Flacco firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Baltimore first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 1 quarter down, 10-7 our score. We're back to Baltimore after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Ready! Ready! 51 to fight.
Flacco here on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, Charles, I know last night at the hotel we were going over injuries around the league and then looking at the quote-unquote next man up and who has really stepped in to fill some big shoes this year. Who'd you have down?
Well, Cleveland, it hasn't paid off for them yet, but 6 different guys have thrown passes for them so far. They've got to settle on a starter that they really like. How about in Dallas? I think that's the ultimate one right there. Dak Prescott stepping in for Tony Romo. Kansas City's had a carousel of running backs with the injury to Jamal Charles.
And one more in Denver. DeMarcus Ware returned in Week 9, but when he was out, who stepped up?
Shane Ray, their first-round draft pick in 2015.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. They'll come out in the pistol.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing is McCann on 3rd down. Finding time. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Lawrence Guy coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And now the Browns defensive unit trots back out. And even though that last drive yielded points, it was a long field goal, so they probably weren't too upset about it. Although here, obviously, they'd like to give up 0.
Of course, that's the goal each and every time out. But when they make that type of a field goal that long, you almost give a little nod of respect to the kicker, like, congratulations. But you do feel pretty good about not giving up anything big.
Yeah, and we'll see if they can not give up anything big on this drive. This is West. And some space here. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a 1st down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
They'll run again here with West. He juked him. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now West. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up 1st downs.
Flacco gives to Allen. Oh, he's got some breathing room. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, You got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A break from the ground game here. Flacco surveying the field. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 4 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
3rd down, Flacco from the gun. And he will find his man on the outside. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Well, it was Mike Wallace who had the longest play in Ravens history last week. 95 yards on the touchdown reception for him.
And let's face it, we've gone around this league a bunch, right? And everyone we talk to talks about Mike Wallace and, you know, hey, can he become a better route runner? Can he catch intermediate passes? This is what you pay Mike Wallace for. Going deep, turning in huge plays where no one else can catch him in the secondary.
And for Flacco, that 95-yard touchdown pass, his personal longest as well.
Partner, we're about halfway through the NFL season now, and I'm thinking for the second half, look at the NFC North and keep an eye on Detroit trying to make a move in that division.
Well, that's interesting. Who else do you have your eye on?
Well, I'm also taking a look at the NFC South, and we thought Atlanta would run away from it from the early part of the season. But keep a hard eye on New Orleans. They have been hot, have won 4 out of the last 5. But let's face it, the story the whole league is watching is in Dallas, in Big D, where Dak Prescott's been incredible as a rookie quarterback, but Tony Romo's getting healthy. Will they make the move back to Romo before the year is out?
Now a play fake here on first down. This is complete to Hawkins. And he's brought down. They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll give the Browns a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. Green 39.
McCown now on first down. It's caught. It's Barnidge over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
It's a nice catch there by Gary Barnidge, and there's no getting around it. The emergence of him has been nothing short of stunning, hasn't it?
Yeah, first 6 years, total 44 catches. Then at age 30 last year, he goes for 79.
Who says you don't get better with age?
Here we go now. Blue landing.
From midfield, here's McCown. He's got time in the pocket. Still, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's third down.
Hurry up. Here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
On third and long, it's McCown. Under pressure, they got him again. The six-time Pro Bowler, Terrell Suggs, in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
And Brandon, that's the second sack of the game for Terrell Suggs, and that's something we've seen many times over his career. Hard to believe some people didn't think he'd be productive because he wasn't real fast in the 40-yard dash.
Yeah, over 100 sacks total in his career. There's a pretty short list of guys that have done that.
Yeah, and he's done it with strength and initial quickness off the ball that gets him back to the quarterback.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll come on for his fifth kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Joe Flacco and company heading back out onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. They go play action here on first down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Flacco to throw again on second down. To the right side to Aiken. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Here's West. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On the ground, it's West again. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Fake to Allen. Here's Flacco. And some room to roam now. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. They'll get 23 yards there. And that'll be good for Baltimore first.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. They'll run with Allen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Flacco fakes the give. Sets to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Sack. Quarterback gets hit.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Third and long for Joe Flacco. To Allen on the dump off. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So on 4th down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he's got room. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play there out of the running game. 38 yards.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. A reminder coming up at halftime. Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go now.
Throwing on first is McCown. This is complete to Hawkins. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 there. And the Browns are going to have a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's McCown. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Coleman returned in Week 9, had not played since Week 2, Charles, and he finished with 3 catches, 41 yards.
And it was too bad because in Week 2 against Baltimore, I think he had 5 catches, 104 yards, a couple of touchdowns. So they were really counting on him continuing to develop and blossom, but he broke a hand in practice, caused him to miss all that time, trying to get back into the game with the Browns in their offense.
McCown now on first down. He's got his target. It's Coleman for a Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman from 10 yards out. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now Parkey for the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Yep. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
First and 10 here for Flacco. And able to find Aiken, complete. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it's good enough for a Baltimore first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. On first down, Flacco. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Well, Charles, one thing that had you and I chuckling after Week 9 was Marquette King, the Raiders punter.
Tell the truth, you weren't chuckling, you were cracking up.
I was cracking up, doing a little dance, and then after the game, he said he was just trying to imitate that Von Miller dance in the Madden commercial.
Yeah, he said, hey, got to get your own due, right? Make sure it goes viral, and indeed it did.
And then he started riding the pony at the end there.
He's doing it all, but you know something? He deserves to. He's having a heck of a year punting the football for the Oakland Raiders.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So completion on second down, that brings up third. They go pass again with Flacco. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Sam Cook now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And tough starting field position here. Now a handoff to Crowell. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Here's a give to Crowell. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Ravens with the ball midway through 1. Aikens got the catch here, and that goes as a 66-yard touchdown. That takes the lead up to 10. Now midway through the first, Collins is going to jar the ball loose on the sack. Browns recover the ball and return it for a touchdown. Browns now down by just 3. Ravens with the football late in the half. Defense will get to the quarterback here. This will go for a loss of 13. Still late stages of the second. Coleman's able to haul in the contested pass, and it will be caught for the score. Trailing now by 2. So that'll wrap it up for us here at the EA Sports Studio. We'll head back now to Baltimore for the start of the second half.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Second half begins with a run by Crowell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now it's Crowell. And an alley to run. Whoa! It still won't go down. Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around, not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now they'll throw with McCown. That is caught inside the 5. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
From the gun, it's McCown. He's got his target. It's Coleman for a Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman, his second touchdown of the night. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Now Hester will get a shot. Oh, look at the juke. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. Flacco. He's got time. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And it's 4th down.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. On the run, it's Crowell. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Well, the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
Now McCown. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. And now it's 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing just outside his own goal line. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Flacco from midfield. Finding time. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Joe Schobert, the rookie from Wisconsin, in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. Surveying the field. Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Wallace, 55 yards. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Flacco looking to throw for it. He's got time in the pocket. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. And here's the Ravens defense as they head back out there now. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. Who say, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. On first down, McCown. It's caught. It's Barnage over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
McCown throwing on second. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
7 yards remaining here on third down. Another pistol look here. A play fake to Johnson. Now here's McCown. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And a pick by the Pro Bowler, Eric Weddle. This guy can play some defense. He knows how to hawk the football.
He does that by his preparation. Watches a lot of film, keeps a book on all receivers, and puts himself in the proper place on every snap.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Second down, Flacco now. And Aiken with it over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got time. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Well, I got to tell the story this morning of us going to get breakfast at the hotel on the omelet line. The young man serving the omelets had on a Jay Ajayi jersey. He claimed he thinks he's the best running back in the league right now. There might be a few above him. What do you think?
Maybe a few above him, but I like his enthusiasm. And you said the purchase tag was stuff. But think about it this way. This was the question mark running back group. Zeke Elliott, a rookie. David Johnson out of Arizona, was he as good as what we saw at the end of last year? Melvin Gordon coming off of the knee injury of last season. I mean, you're talking about a bunch of great runners who are having years that maybe we didn't expect.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. 3rd down, Flacco needs a decent shot. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Carl Nassib in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Here's Sam Cook now. He's been terrific so far. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Crowell. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. This is Crowell. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line, because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. On the return, Hester. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And now the Browns get ready as they head back out there. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Watch 17, watch 17.
On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Third down, Flacco from the gun. Open man, it's Allen. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered. And then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the 1st. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Now it's Flacco. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Buck Allen as running back that time. And that brings up 4th down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. with Crowell. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. McCown to throw on 2nd down. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Simple slant route, and partner, really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Is McCown, and he finds a man with a crossing route, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football, because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. From midfield, here's McCown. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Terrell Suggs bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
McCown throwing on 2nd. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Gerard Powers.
Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on 1st down? And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49.
But, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. 3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And he finds his man, Kamar Aiken. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. It's a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
After a play like that, everyone on defense has got to go to the defensive line and give them their kudos. They destroyed everything inside. No place for the runner to go with the ball.
Offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left. Third down, Flacco from the gun. Finding time. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. Give him 27 yards that time. And that'll be good for a Cleveland first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
McCown now on first down. Caught left side. It's Barnage. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And now a first down following that long gain. They come out here in the I. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Second down following the run. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
False start, offense. Still second down.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. And on the ground they go with a running back. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. From the gun on third, McCown surveying the field. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They come out here in the I. Now McCown got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play? Or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
We get a glance at the Browns' defense as they file into position. And 3 points surrendered on the last drive against them. They bent a little bit, but they didn't break.
I like that. And that's not always wrong. We run into a lot of coordinators that talk about, well, if I give up 3 points, my whole day's ruined. Actually, it's not. Just giving up field goals usually gives your team a chance to win if you're playing good defense.
Yeah, especially in the National Football League. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Throwing here on first down. Flacco over the middle to Smith. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Ravens a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Second down, Flacco now. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Xavier Cooper in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. 3rd and long for Joe Flacco. And hauled in by Pitta. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. On 1st down, McCown. He's got time in the pocket. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. McCown to throw on 2nd down. This is complete to Hawkins. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Throwing is McCown on third down. And that is incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. Now fourth down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The Browns defense getting ready. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing, and it resulted in a field goal.
Now we'll see if they can do that again. And not great starting field position here for the offense. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one. And the Ravens are going to have a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And they'll run it here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Setting to throw. Flacco. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. This is taken at the 23. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They'll look to throw. Coleman has it here right side. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Browns a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. Backing up. His throw incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Single, slot. Hey, you're running out of it over there. Here we go now. Blue 90.
He's back to throw. It's caught. It's Barnidge over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. And now they're in the hurry-up. He'll look to throw. He's got time. And that's incomplete. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
Back to throw. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. McCown to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's third down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down.
False start, offense.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go now. 3, 9, 2.
Now McCown got to have this one. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Lardarius Webb. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Oh, what a move. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.